Welcome to the Bitcoin Evolution. My name is William Erik Burton, better known as Erik Burton. I was a college coach for years. I retired in 2015. I purchased my first Bitcoin in 2013, and ever since then I've been on that boat, if you will, in learning what is coming in the next decades with our currency, with our money. Join the cloud mining evolution. Earn residual income with Bitcoin. It's not passive income. There is no such thing as passive income. If you see that on any type of documentation or the internet itself, anytime anyone says passive income, they are completely lying to you. Everything is residual income, meaning that you're going to have to put a little bit of effort into it, and you have to have a little bit of knowledge. And cloud mining is actually an evolution that's actually going on as we speak. Now, by 2036, and right now it's 2024, 99% of all Bitcoin will have been mined into wallet holders, private wallet holders, and that could be anyone all over this earth. Okay, so we've got about 12 years now until that actually gets to a point where there's very little left to mine. Now, here's an example of the S&P 500 in 2024 up to about September 1st of 2024. So currently, to date, the S&P 500 is up about 19%, almost 20%. We can see it had a little dip there, but now it continued up. It peaked there a little bit, maybe in July, but it continues on a upward scale there. So that's probably a little bit higher than it normally is. It's normally around averaging about 10% in the past 10 years anyway. Now here's Bitcoin in the same time frame, and you can see Bitcoin is up 125%. This is where Bitcoin started in January of 2024. It has had its peaks. It's had a little bit downward as well. There's a little bit of a peak and up and down a little bit. There is some volatility, but to date, as of around September 1st of 2024, not even a full year yet, it is up 125%. Now, the platform we're talking about today is BitHarvest, and one of the reasons I'm in several other Bitcoin opportunities, but BitHarvest is unique. It's come out in 2024 of April, basically during the specific halving that we've all seemed to hear about with Bitcoin. There's always going to be a halving every 4 years. Well, it's happened, and the pros of Bitcoin or BitHarvest is BitHarvest ready and set for anyone to start earning BTC rewards within 24 hours. When I say BTC, I am actually referring to Bitcoins, okay? So you get Bitcoin rewards. That's how they pay the blockchain people who are mining and or helping to secure the Bitcoin network. The second pros of BitHarvest is BitHarvest began their services in April of 2024. So they're very, very new, and they're going to do nothing but grow in this industry because they know, and they've started this at a very good time because they know as of 2036, like I said, Bitcoin will have been 99% mined. So we're going to get into that mining game, and we're going to be able to harness it, and you'll understand that here in a moment, how we as individuals can do that. Now, the third pro is that BitHarvest pays out BTC and USDT daily. In another program that I'm in called Cryptex, it is more of a staking program. Now, they do pay out whenever you promote it to others, and you do get some type of balance there when it comes to marketing and or affiliation. But with BitHarvest, you are actually getting your investment into Bitcoin back every day. They can't guarantee exactly how much every day, which is actually a good sign. It fluctuates quite a bit. Anywhere from, if you're doing just one shared bit booster, it could be 30 cents to 80 cents. And if you're doing a full bit booster, which is 10 individual bit boosters, which equals one full bit booster, it can be anywhere from $5 to $10 a day. Now, number 4 is becoming a super affiliate with a wonderful promotional plan. Now, we have this in our specific BitHarvest page. You can go take a look at it there, and it will explain to you a lot more. But it is actually a really good affiliate program. The 5th pro about BitHarvest is the technology that eliminates new BTC rewards difficulty. I will get into that a little bit here in a moment, but it has to do with the halving that happened in April of 2024. So every 4 years, Bitcoin has a halving. And when it does that, it actually reduced the amount of BTC rewards in half from 12.5% to, I believe, 6.25%. And that's just the nature of the way Bitcoin was set up in the beginning. And that's why it's actually a really good investment to be a part of, because it's for the long term. And it's set up in a certain way that Bitcoin is going to become finite in the amount of actual Bitcoin. That should really open up most people's eyes when it comes to the technology and the way it is set. And number 6 pro is no outside expenses like maintenance or consulting. Whenever you try to mine Bitcoin, you normally have some type of computation or computer, and that takes money to purchase that product, and then you need electricity. So there's no expenses for that. This company, BitHarvest, is connected to Bitcoin farming platforms all across the nation. And farming platforms basically mean that they've possibly got hundreds of those type of machines that are harvesting and or mining the Bitcoin on a daily basis. Now, the cons of Bitcoin, and there are a few cons, of BitHarvest. BitHarvest is a third-party platform. That means that you're not going to buy a computer and harvest or mine your own Bitcoin in your own home. You're not going to use electricity either to do that, but BitHarvest is a third-party platform, meaning that you don't have 100% control of what goes on or how they do things or what they have in place. I can say that what they do have in place would be very difficult for you and me to put together on our own, okay? The second con is some crypto knowledge is needed to deposit USDT, which US dollar tether coin, which is basically what they would call a stable coin. Now, it's not always stable exactly, but in nano digits, it's not specifically stable. But if you put in $1, tomorrow it's going to be probably 99.9 cents, or the next day it might be $1.01. You don't know, but it's trying to be as stable as it can. But you're going to need to have USDT to enter that in to BitHarvest. The third con is open for less than a year. That means that they haven't been open for very long, and they need to be established, and we're continuing to establish that with this type of process. And in my experience specifically from that, I got in about a month after BitHarvest had started, so I do have a little bit of experience with them up to this point. And the fourth con is the company needs weekly information process. A lot of times we aren't seeing exactly what's going on, but you know what? In some effect, I don't really care what's going on as long as I see my daily totals that's going into my back office wallet or my BTC wallet. So to get specifically to that halving that I was talking about with Bitcoin, in April of 2024, the Bitcoin mining profitability margin decreased to less than 50% due to the decreasing block reward from 12.5 BTC to 6.25 BTC. That's technical, but it basically said that the computers that all of the mining farms for Bitcoin that were mining in the last 4 years are going to have a tougher time computing and solving those problems on the blockchain to be able to get those rewards faster and quicker. So basically what that means is you have to upgrade your systems, and that costs a lot of money. So hundreds of millions of mining hardware will become instantly obsolete. Well, not quite obsolete, but instead of making $100 a day as an example, in Bitcoin, they'll be making $50 a day in Bitcoin. That's a good example until they upgrade their systems. Now, this probably includes all mining machines in the market today, since 2 generations of chips, faster and with lower power consumptions, will be developed and sold before 2025. That means that they're increasing the tech availability. But it is going to be expensive. It's going to cost money. So inevitably, that's what this is actually about as well, and we're going to explain that here as much as we can. So, but we have the highest number of mining machines worldwide. BitHarvest does. And they have acquired it because of their contracts with these bit mining farms or Bitcoin mining farms. And you can see in this little illustration, some of these farms have hundreds of computers that are running day and night. Now, if you think you or I or anyone else can put that together very easily, it's not very easy to do. And believe me, they're using a lot of electricity, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so what the con about BitHarvest is that, yes, they are a third-party platform, but at the same time, they have done their own due diligence to acquire a lot of these Bitcoin mining farms all over the earth, so that we can utilize what I'm going to show you here in a moment is their main technological breakthrough that they have accomplished, especially because of the halving that we just saw, that will help to improve the harvesting of the Bitcoin just as fast. So basically, what we're going to see next is Bitcoin Mining Booster, or BitBooster, from the BitHarvest platform. Now, traditional mining, like I've just been explaining, has been using the computer setup, and the computers, they computate these equations as fast as they can to solve those equations as fast as they can, so that they can acquire Bitcoin on the blockchain. Now, they don't always reward you, so the faster your computer can computate that, the better it is. Well, here comes BitBooster from BitHarvest. And once you implement this into the system, it starts to eliminate the issue of the halving that we just explained to you. Okay, that means that all of these Bitcoin mining farms are making a deal with BitHarvest because they're using the technology to connect back and booster their computer's ability to harvest Bitcoin just as fast as they were, if not a little faster. So if they were making $100 per day in Bitcoin, like I explained earlier, and after the harvest or the halving of the Bitcoin in April of 2024, it's gone down half to $50 a day in Bitcoin that they're harvesting. Well, the BitBooster and BitBooster mining from BitHarvest has now brought that back to 100, maybe even a little bit more now. And that's why the Bitcoin farming all over the world is really making agreements with BitHarvest to use their platform. Inevitably, you and I that invest in a BitBooster will also be benefiting from that BTC rewards that we're acquiring faster and faster every day. Now, here it is, the BitBooster Bitcoin Mining BitBooster. Now, you won't actually handle this yourself. You won't get this sent to you. That's not what this is about. They actually put a little number on here that's correlated to your specific account on this actual device, and then they connect it to their servers, and that's how they get you set up whenever you purchase a shared individual BitBooster or a full BitBooster, which is approximately 10 BitBoosters. You can get a shared BitBooster as well. And then once they have your number on there, they know exactly who this account is connected to. You have basically account number on there, okay? Now, I'm not going to go into the technical aspects. I don't want to bore you with that. A lot of times we don't know a lot about the S&P 500, but we're invested in it. A lot of us are, and I have no idea what's going on there, but I'm just looking for the profits of that S&P 500. Well, it's the same here with Bitcoin and BitBooster. You can continue to learn as you go in BitHarvest, and they give you all these examples. Now, on my actual BitHarvest.info training page, you will see that there are PDFs that you can upload to your computer, and you can go through a lot of those PDFs, and they will explain to you in technical jargon as well what's going on, okay? Now, Bitcoin or BitHarvest's platform, their platform structure is miners, USDT, BitHarvest, and mining farms. You have a Halving game, which they're coming up later, BitTrade, which is coming up later. You have a Bit Wallet. That's what you have, your Bitcoin Bit Wallet, and also BTH, which is their own coin, which they use because they need to do certain things specifically. So you can get that from the PDFs that we explained to you on bitharvest.info. Okay, so that's the basic simple structure of it, the miners, BitHarvest, and the mining farms. And they take care of most of that. BitHash solution, well, the Bit Booster is helping them to solve, these miners to solve their problems faster with the computers that they still have. They don't have to repurchase new computers. That's another part of this wonderful process. Now, BitHarvest's business model is they are competitive in advantages with exclusive Bit Booster technology. Just like I said, the little Bit Boosters that's helping those computers to improve their capabilities much faster, much quicker without repurchasing new equipment, which costs quite a bit of money. If you really understood how much those things cost, I've looked into purchasing one, and it's like $700 or $800 just for one. And then you have to spend electricity, and you don't know if you're going to be making $10 a day in Bitcoin or not. Okay, so this is a revolutionary process that BitHarvest is going through. They connect with global mining farms to enhance their mining efficiency, which serves as a source of their profits, and they hand over those profits to us as well. We charge a 10% technical management fee on the mining output. That means that we're earning from that 10% of whatever we're making in our BTC rewards every day. Now, how to mint more Bitcoin? Well, the mint mining farms, the traditional ones that didn't have this Bit Booster before, are doing it at a rate of 1 and 0. Okay, 1 and 0 are just the lowest rate that you can have. And they have to pay electricity anyway. You and I would have to pay electricity if we had our own Bitcoin mining platform. Okay, if we just had one computer, it would still use electricity. It might make us $10 a day. It might make us $50 a day. I don't know. It just depends on the power of the platform. And also, the power has been reduced as of the Bitcoin halving that I've been explaining to you since April of 2024. Now, what does BitHarvest do? Well, they come in with a Bit Booster, accelerating the mining 100 to 300%. This helps the mining farms themselves. They are very happy to partner up with Bit Booster and or BitHarvest, and then we come along for the ride. We're just like smaller, lower-end investors that are investing in a Bit Booster so that we can also gain a percentage of the BTC or Bitcoin that comes out every day in rewards. Okay, I believe BitHarvest is a 60-40, where we're getting 60% of the profits and BitHarvest is taking 40. Now, you can find out more about that in the PDFs at bitharvest.info. Now, to sum it up here, because I didn't want to make this too long, how do I get started? This is probably one of the biggest things that most people that really do want to get started, they're asking me. First off, you want to get into a crypto exchange. Now, I do have a Bitcoin training back office that I show most people, and if you're interested in that, I can send you the link to that, and it's free. You can go through it, and it's one of my mentors who actually explains it so much better than I would. He's so much more detailed in crypto that I just let him do his thing, and he explains it really, really well. And the crypto exchange that you can use, that I have used, is Coinbase. Now, I have sent $20,000 from my bank account to Coinbase. It has worked specifically. You don't have to send that much, but I have done that, and I know it works. And then the second step is deposit your fiat from that Coinbase onto a USDT wallet in Coinbase. Now, you'd want to make sure that you go through our process with bitharvest.info so that you know the process of what it takes to start, okay? And you don't want to just start doing that. You want to go through the process. But depositing fiat currency from your bank account and exchange it into USDT. Now, it's going to be in USDT ERC20. There is also another one that you could do, but I'm going to focus on the ERC20 because that's what I've done. You want to send your USDT to your BitHarvest wallet, and it's got to be the USDT ERC20. And in your Coinbase wallet, that needs to be an ERC20 wallet as well. It basically means the Ethereum network of USDT or US dollar tether. Okay, and then you can access the information on bitharvest.info to learn how to purchase your BitBooster. And you could purchase one as a shared BitBooster. You can actually start promoting it once you've purchased just one shared BitBooster, or you can purchase multiple full BitBoosters at a time if you would like. Hopefully that's given you a little bit of a heads up start. I didn't want to fill your heads with too much information. I know this is quite a bit of information itself. Make sure that you go back and forward and listen to what I've said consistently again if you need to, and I will see you inside the BitHarvest platform. Okay, we're going to enter my back office of BitHarvest. I want to show you some examples of what I've done in the past 90 plus days. We'll enter in our CAPTCHA, and we come to this point where we see the actual home page, and we want to make sure that we see this consistently every day. We get the Bitcoin current price, and don't let all of this throw you off. I'm not going to really talk about too much of it, but what I can say is that over the course of 90 days, I've been continuing to build an affiliate program of promoting it to other people such as yourselves, and also the fact that I've raised this cost or this price from 37 cents my first day to over $7.50 on average, plus my network income, which is going to make it about $20 a day total. So I've gone from 37 cents to over $20 a day consistently inside 90 days. Okay. Now, what's very interesting about BitHarvest is that it pays you daily in your Bitcoin. You have several wallets back here. I won't go into detail. You can go into bitharvest.info for our information page and get information on that. You can see that all of my wallets are designated for certain things in a certain way. And you're trained that you want to hold onto your Bitcoin. You never want to touch that. Okay. And also, you can go through what we call a BitBooster platform. This is the platform that's telling me my hash rate and what I'm earning in hash consistently. And I find it fascinating that I started out with $100. That's what helped me start getting 37 cents a day. Now you may think, well, 37 cents a day is not very much. Times that by 30, and that's going to be about $10 a month. So it would have been about $120 in a year. So I would have got my money back within the year and had some profit. It's going to fluctuate, it's going to vary, but what I'm actually doing is I'm taking the money that I'm earning every day and I'm repurchasing more BitBoosters. I go back in the back office and I purchase more BitBoosters, and that's what I do to be able to earn more consistently. And you want to do that consistently every day for the first year in this platform. And if you're willing to do that, then you're going to see $100 turn into $5,000 or more consistently. I've figured that out. And if you actually start signing other people up, it will even go faster. And the fact that Bitcoin increases in value. So it's 56,000 now, but in a year, I'd like to actually talk with you and show you what it is in a year, even 130, 140,000. So, that's possible. So those are the three ways that you can earn Bitcoin on a daily basis. So I hope you've enjoyed the presentation, how short but sweet it hopefully is for you. Click on the link in the description below and or get back in touch with whoever introduced you to BitHarvest. If it's me, go ahead and click on the link in the description below, or get in touch with me through my Facebook page or through my YouTube channel. You can also reply to email, and I will do whatever I can to get back with you and to help you. I like to help people in a group setting, but you really want to go to bitharvest.info. That's where you're going to get all the training that you're going to see. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.